Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I am a full-time reseller. Our main platform is eBay. So today, what I would like to do with you is go over the Seller Hub, show you what you can do from it and what tasks are easy to perform. I'll go over the different sections and just try to help you understand it a little bit better so that you can utilize it to help you as best as it can in your business. All right, so here we are on the front page of the eBay Seller Hub. And if you're unsure how to get to it, you can put this address here into your browser. It is ebay.com/sh/OVW. And it should activate it if it has not been activated for you yet. You do not need a store in order to be able to access the Seller Hub. So this is available to all sellers, whether you have a store or not. So here, this is just the general setup. I have not edited this at all. So here on top, you can see overview, orders, and under orders, you can see your orders awaiting payment, awaiting shipment, paid and shipped, cancellations, returns, requests and disputes, and also shipping labels. So shipping labels is somewhere you can go if you need to cancel a shipping label. This is the easiest way to go, and I will show you. We're just going to do a basic overview first. So under your listings, this is where you can create a listing. You can see your inventory. You can see active listings, unsold listings, your drafts, your scheduled, as well as your ended. Now, I do not use scheduled, so that is not something that I utilize. But if you are scheduling out your listings, then you will find them there. Now, under marketing, your promotions is where you will see your promoted percent. It is also where you will see your sales. And that is a tab that I use quite a bit. And I will walk you through making a sale. I do get asked how to do that quite often. And also your subscriber discounts. I believe this is where your coupon can be found for your shipping supplies. There is also one other place that you can go to get it, and I will show you that as well. Now, under the store tab, if you have a store, you can edit your store categories, which I actually have my category set to eBay categories. I do not create my own. You can make a store newsletter, subscriber discounts. You can manage your store subscription. And this is also where you can set time away if you are going on a vacation, or like currently, if you're in Florida and you have a hurricane, you might want to set it to time away. Now, here on performance, you can see your seller level. You can see mine is forecast to be top rated. This is where you will watch the percents to make sure that you are maintaining the metrics that are needed in order to maintain your seller status. Because if you lose that seller status, especially if you become below average, there could be some really bad ramifications from that and decreased sales and decreased listing. You also can see your service metrics. And over on the payments tab, you can see all of your transactions. That will show you all the fees that have come out. You can also see your payouts, and there are different reports here as well. The research tab is for Terapeak. I am a WorthPoint subscriber, so I do not utilize Terapeak. I don't really like it because it doesn't have a lot of photos, and I really want to see exactly what I'm looking at as far as listing to make sure it's the correct one. And then here, there are also some reports. So let's go ahead and just look at this top bar. I have 501 unread messages. That's because the standard eBay generated messages, I don't read. That is why there are so many there. It is Monday morning when I am recording this, and we do have 47 currently awaiting shipment. Our sales for the last 31 days have been $14,363.99. Again, our seller forecast is top rated. So here under task, you can click on any of these. So I can click here to go directly to those 47 labels that I need to ship. I have an open offer. So there's a quick link there for that. And then also listings eligible to send offers. You can see I only have one. So I am pretty diligent about sending those offers to my buyers. Now, underneath that, you can see the recommended item specifics. I have 3,700 that need to be done. So I do not give much stock to the recommended, but I do make sure that all of my required are filled out. Now, here on the sales chart, you can see what you've sold today, the last 7 days, the last 31 days, and it will tell you here if you are up or down. We are currently down 17%. So even though we've had 14,000 in sales, that is decreased from last month. I like the bar graph because my goal is 500 a day. So I can kind of look at this gray and see which of those days I have met my goal and which of them I have not. And again, here, your orders, returns are here. If you have any cancellations, they are there as well. And if we come down, it will show you your listings. There's another quick link to create a listings. I have 30 items with questions. Most of the time I answer my questions on my phone and it does not check them off as being done on here. So I do normally go in there and click on that and mark them as answered because I've answered them from my phone. eBay's system just does not recognize that I have done that. Now, as far as traffic, you can see it will tell you if you are up or down. We are down 5.5%. Our views are down by 8.1%, and our sales conversion rate is actually pretty even. So that's not bad. Now, the seller level here, you can see our current level is top rated. If we were evaluated today, it is top rated. This is really important, your transaction defect rate. We are at 0%. If that goes too high, you can lose your top rated seller status. The late shipment rate, I believe they want under 2%. And then the cases closed without seller resolution, we are at 0%. So down here on the bottom, here's just a quick snapshot of your feedback. And again, these are quick links, so you can click here to see your feedback. Under shortcuts, this is one of my favorite buttons here that says block bidders. If I get repeated lowballs or somebody is messaging me being rude, I will click on that block bidders, and you can go there and you can edit the bidders that are blocked. Now, I do want to tell you that does not block bidders from messaging you. It only blocks bidders from bidding or purchasing on your items. Now, you can also report a buyer. So if that buyer is being very rude and vulgar, you can report them. And then here is the eBay shipping supplies. We will come back to this and click it and see if that brings us to the coupon, because it might. Now, here you can see your store, your subscriptions. They do have an integration with Intuit and QuickBooks. I do not use that. eBay Seller Capital, if that is something you wanted to take advantage of. So you can manage your store here, you can manage your markdowns, and you can also manage your promoted listings from here. There are some other links there, but they are not anything I use. And then before we get a little bit more into this, they will have seller announcements here. So you can see the last announcement was September 21st, showing that temporary shipping rates are going to be increasing for the 2022 holiday season. Seller protection for shipping delays due to Hurricane Fiona, which I'm recording this on Monday. We currently might be getting hit by Hurricane Ian. I cannot predict the future. That is why I'm recording this on Monday, but we are projected to get hit by Hurricane Ian where I live on Wednesday or Thursday. So eBay will protect you in that case. Here, this is nice because you can see I have a premium store. So it'll tell you how many fixed price listings, you're not paying an insertion fee, and it will tell you here how many are used and how many are left. And then it also tells you, like here, it says additional fixed price, free insertions in select categories. So 2,000 of my listings have actually been fixed price insertions that did not count against my store. And then you can list auction style up to 500 free in select categories. You can see I've used 0. I'm not a big auction person. Now here, the monthly limit is a great thing to know where you stand. You can see I have 7,368 listed and can list 12,632 more. So I actually could list up to 20,000 items currently and up to $600,000. So right now I have almost $250,000 in inventory listed. And if your limits are low, here's where you could click to request to list more. So now I'm going to go back up to the top. I do want to show you some of the favorite things that I use in the Seller Hub that I think might be beneficial to know. So the first thing that I like to use is this orders tab. That is one of my favorite tabs to use. And you can see here, I have 47 items listed to ship. And here is where you will click to choose all of them if you want to print the labels at the same time. I have not tried this print coupon function. If you have tried it and it has been successful, definitely let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear some feedback on that. So what I typically do here is click shipping and purchase shipping label. We pack everything and put the buyer's initials as well as their zip code in. And then it will take a second to load. And then at the top, you should see combine orders per buyer if the same buyer has bought more than one from you. Thus far, it does not look like there are any in my 47 orders. It looks like they are 47 different people, and I was correct. So you can combine orders per buyer here if that were the case, if you had them to combine, and it will put them into the same package. But we are not that lucky today. We are not that lucky. We have no combined orders. Now here under your listings, I wanted to show you because you can actually, you can have these listings sorted however you want. I have them sorted by the start date, and I have them from the newest item listed. And that's because I will list items and then I go put them away. So I want to have them here because I can easily edit the custom SKU, and you can customize this table I want to show you. So mine has the start date, the watchers, custom SKU, current price, format, available quantity, bids, promotions, and views. So all of these things I do not have on there, like unique bidders, high bidder ID, offers, shipping costs, reserve price. Those are not something that I really want to see. So this you can really customize depending on what you want to see. So for me, the most important is start date because I do want to see the newest so I can edit the custom SKU. And my mom does come in here and put LP. I see it here after this one. So my mom will come in and put LP once she has cross-posted them to list perfectly. And actually, I don't really care about promotions either. So I'm actually going to remove that off of my list and hit save because I think that'll make it look a little less clustered. And it does. So this is much more nice. So here, this is to cross post on list perfectly. If you're not familiar, I do have a video for that. But here I can edit and you can see sell similar, share. You can change a buy it now to an auction. You can end your listing. You can edit your best offer and see the traffic history. If you see, I have views over here, but that is not something that I really give a lot of merit to because I will sell items with 0 and 1 views all of the time. Now, with having the start date from the newest, if I click on my send offers eligible tab, I have them sorted from the newest to the oldest. So what I do is if they are less than 3 months old, so right now I am doing September, August, and July, I will click them and send offers and I will do 10%. I normally have a little message I put down here, but I don't have it copied right now. And then you can see how many offers it's are being sent, how many people. So both of these are one. So I will go ahead and send those. And then this one here is actually over a year old. So items that are over a year old, I actually send 25%. So I send all my offers from the computer because I have them separated by the start date, and I'm sending more of a discount to those that have been listed longer. You can also see the offers that you have sent here. I have best offer on all my items. I also promote all my listings. Now here I can go to unsold. This is where my items that sell on other platforms go. So when I'm pulling on a shipping day, I will go to listings unsold, and then I can see the location. All of these items here sold on either Poshmark, Mercari, or Etsy, and I can easily see the custom SKU where they are located from all of the platforms. Now, for putting sales on, which is what I get asked a lot, I will show you. You do go to the marketing tab to promotions. And I will walk you through this, even though I'm not going to actively create a sale. So for the sales that I do a sale event plus markdown. They also have where you can give people a shipping discount, volume pricing, or you can create a coupon here. So I do the sale event and markdown. And here you can pick your percent. I normally do 30%. You can also add other discount levels. I do not utilize that function. I typically put everything at one certain percent off. And then here, if you want to hand pick your items, you can select up to 500 items per promotion. Now, for me, because I have over 6,000 items in my store, you can create rules using categories. So if I click on create rules, here it says no category selected. So I could come in here and pick, I wanted my antique items, my baby items, my book. I could just pick out certain categories, which you can see I have items in tons of different categories. But what I do is click on all inventory. So clicking on all inventory, you can see it chooses all of my listings, which is 6,446. And then I will save and review. If you clicked on your store categories, it will show you how many items are included. So I will click on save and review. And then here, I typically start my sales on Monday and run them through Friday, and then I start them back up on Friday and run them through Monday. So really they're only off about 6 to 8 hours ever. I would caution you, the default is 30 days. I really do not recommend running a sale longer than 5 days because your buyer has a sense of urgency if they think your sale is ending in just a couple of days, where if your sale is lasting a month, then they might not necessarily feel that pressure to buy your item. So I always will come in here, I go back, and then I will set my end date to 3 to 5 days from when I'm starting it. And then you will click launch. So sometimes I will pre-schedule my items. So I could go ahead and click Friday, and I normally start them at about 3 a.m. Pacific, which is 6 a.m. Eastern. So my sale's actually off for about 3 hours when I do that. And then I would come in here and I would end it on Monday at midnight. So it actually ends Sunday at midnight, and then I'll start it back up Monday again. So you can go through and set your sales for the whole month if you wanted to do this. And here you can see I have checked include, skipped, or new items when they qualify. So every single new item that I list is in my sale. If you did not want your new items to be in, you can check this off and then your new items would not be in there. Here it says keep items in the sale and block revisions. So you could not revise the prices. I'm not sure what the benefit to choosing that would be. So that is not something I have ever utilized. Now here under store, when you click this, it's got time away at the top, and here is my banner. Now here under subscriber discounts is typically where I go to get my shipping coupon. It is going to make me sign in since it is giving me a discount. I am not going to do this. And so as soon as I hit subscriber discounts, here's the eBay shipping supply coupon. I have a $50 coupon. I can click on see details and you can see I already redeemed it. So the new one will be out here in 4 or 5 days. And then you can just click start shopping and it will apply your coupon to your eBay shipping supplies. If you click the performance tab, this is something that is really good to see. And I do recommend you all come down and look at the selling cost. So here you can see my selling costs are $5,000, which that is 35% of my total sales. Now I typically buy at 10 to 20%. So that means between 45 and 55% are actually profit. So it'll come down here and it'll break it down. You can see it tells me how much my taxes and fees are. My eBay fees are $2,800. And then it breaks them down even further between final value, promoted listings. And here are my shipping labels. So what I am actually bringing home is $5,000 less. So that's $8,475. And that is not taking into account what I actually paid for the item. So you do have to keep that in mind. So with shipping and all of the fees, they're running about 35% of my total sales. So that's why I say you really need to buy low. I wouldn't spend more than 20-25%. That's still leaving you about 40% profit in there for room for error. Now, if you click on your seller level, this is another thing that you really should be aware of. So mine is all top rated. You want to see your defect rate. If you click the down arrow, if you have defects, it will list them here. So you can see to be top rated, you need 0.5% or less. And to be above standard, you need to have less than 2%. And down here, you can see I have a late shipment rate. I have 8 out of 1,000, which is not bad. It's less than 1%. And to be top rated, you can have 3% or less. Now here, cases closed without seller resolution. Again, you can see a list. I currently do not have any. And here you can see my sales, $114,000. And it tells you how many transactions as well. I've had 3,525. Now down here, if you go to the return rate, you can see that I have a return rate of 1.96%. So out of 1,069 transactions, I've had 21 returns. And here it will actually break it down for you. So entertainment, I had 3 of my 6 returns. Video games, I had 1 of 3 returned. Jewelry and watches, 3 of 38 were returned. And then other categories, 14 of 1,000 were returned. So actually the highest return is video games and consoles. So there's another reason for me not to sell those. Now down here, I am top rated plus. So in order to get top rated plus, I am saving 10% off my final value fees, and 5,639 of my active listings qualify. In order to qualify, you need to have same or 1-day handling time and a free 30-day return policy. So as you saw, I have $5,000 worth of seller fees. So this 10% for me really can add up. Now, here under block bidders, you can click manage blocked buyers list and you can add. You can see mine is pretty extensive. You just put a comma. Not horrible, I don't think, but there are quite a few on there. You also can do a buyer exemption list. What that is, so if you see down here for my buyer requirements, I have to block buyers who cause 2 cancellations of unpaid purchases within 12 months. I might actually change this to 6 months, just to give them a little more leeway. Now, you also can block buyers whose primary shipping address I don't ship to, block buyers who are winning or have bought 1 or more of my items in the last day. I actually bought from somebody who only allows you to buy one item in 10 days, which is really crazy. You can also set this requirement to buyers with a feedback score of less than 5. I don't recommend that because when people check out as a guest, their feedback is 0. And those are some of my best sales and best buyers. Now here I have don't allow blocked bidders or buyers to contact me. I do have that turned on. So that means the buyer will not see the contact seller on my answers page and question page. So that is something that I do. Now, this is new. The buyer payment requirements require buyers to provide a payment method before they make an offer. If you click the information here, it is only a select group of buyers. So that does not apply to everybody that is in beta testing on eBay. And to get to the seller hub from any page, you can click on my eBay and selling, and that will take you back to the seller hub. So the main things I use here, I will use listings eligible to send offers. I will use my print label and ship. I do keep an eye on my seller level as well as my feedback from here. And I love the block bidders button. Love the block bidders button. When I'm running auctions, I like to see the ones with bids, but right now I do not have any current ones. So those are the main things on the seller hub that I use. So I hope this has helped you in understanding a little bit more about the seller hub. We did go over how to create a sale, also where to find your eBay shipping supplies coupon, which they have made it a little bit easier to access. So don't forget that will be available here in a couple days if you do have a store subscription. If you have any questions, definitely let me know down in the comments. Hopefully I am not floating away with Hurricane Ian. We are located about 20 miles inland. So we are pretty close to the water, not directly on there, but we are not that far from the water. I appreciate everyone's thoughts and reaching out and being concerned for us. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Dalton will be home from school today and tomorrow. They do have mandatory closures for our county, and we are going to try to be as safe as possible. I will try and keep you guys updated just to make sure you know that we're okay. I appreciate you watching. I will see you on Friday with a research video on high dollar brooches. Bye for now.